But last time we played, we had just defeated the Belfry Gargoyles and Belfry Luna. And we read over the notes, the lore for the gargoyles, and the gargoyle lore is just, oh yeah, one day they just magically, mysteriously came alive. Oh wait, why not, right? That's Dark Souls 2 lore for you. The bare minimum. They were in the writer's room like, hell yeah, let's just give them the bare minimum. Belfry Gargoyle. The elaborate stone statues on the belfry mysteriously came to life. And that's all, folks. Roll credits. That's all we had. Did someone say lore? Yes. Yes, they did. They said, what lore? What lore? That, why they come alive one day? Well, why did the gargoyles come alive and start attacking me? So again, it's gonna be a while till I get more souls. So, and since I defeated a boss, now I gotta get new drip on. So I defeated the Belfry Gargoyles as the Royal Swordsman. Oh, oh, well, these were just the Royal Swordsman. So now we gotta get a new fit. What's the new fit, y'all? Oh, I know. We can pretend we're hollows, since this is supposed to be the place where all the hollows were at. So now we can pretend like we're actually hollowed ourselves. I guess we could wear the prisoner outfit. Yeah, that's what we can do. Wear the prisoner fit. Oh, no, wait, I got the perfect idea. We'll wear the wanderer outfit. Because you get the wanderer outfit in here, right? That makes sense. Thanks, Treble. Stepped away, hope you have... Oh, yeah, of course. I'm doing fine. I was a bit sick earlier this week, but I'm fine now. There we go. A coat for the roving type. Light, sturdy leather made for long journeys. Ooh. This is the same outfit that you get for starting the Wanderer class. You start out with two swords. Ooh, very cool. You were sick too last week? Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. It's going around. Everyone's going back to school these days, and of course all the kids coming back to their parents, interacting with those parents and adults, and getting sick. School is apparently nothing but a sorting ground for plagues and illnesses, I think. Okay, so we're gonna try to get the other bonfire here. We'll come back to the gargoyle, but the gargoyle has some interesting theories. A lot of people have some very interesting theories as to what's going on with the gargoyles and whose problem it is and how we can stop it. Whose problem? What's going on We need to close and lock up the Belfry Luna until somebody knows what's going on, until we figure out what's going on. Oh, my goodness. Oh my. Oh. This new game plus on Covenant of Champions. Can you believe it? Sexy though. That sunlight. Ooh, yeah. And look at these guys. They're attacking the tree still. The giants that were once here. They're still hitting the tree. Ooh, they dropped the halberd. Ooh, piece of candy. The halberd. Then you can go down here and you can get a piece of armor that everybody loves. This is like probably one of the best pieces of armor early game. Damn, that thing, oof. It stunned me. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it stunned me. Alright. Honestly, I just want to see if I could get invaded by Forlorn here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Nope. No Forlorn invasion. Pretty sunset, though. And a very peculiar head. Very peculiar. Oh, well, at least we can just check up this nest. Oh, what's in the nest? Oh my god, it's a bird. Yeah, wow, call back to Dark Souls 1, guys. Laying it on thick. Now, what's the lore on the bird? Well, I'll have you know that the Fextra page has a whole page dedicated to the bird. Ooh, bonfire lit. You've only ever played Dark Souls 2 on your laptop? Well, I don't think your laptop could probably make it look as good as this. You know, this is heavily modded trio, and you know, I can tell y'all, I can send you like a paste bin of all the mods. Like, there's probably at least like 10 mods going on in here, but the biggest ones are like the DS2 lighting engine, the dull ember, and a texture mod pack. So the dull ember, this is really important. Oh, an antiquated key. This key is very old, but still in good condition, such that it should still function. Only, what lock does this key fit? Well, probably the one that we found. We also had the Bastille key. Long ago, a Bastille lord, driven to desperation by the rapid spread of the curse across the land, began to see each subject as a carrier of the blight, and locked them away in droves. This entire Bastille was turned into a prison, left abandoned to rot with its prisoners. Yeah, right. Classic. And a dull ember. An ember radiating a dull light. This flame seems nearly extinguished, but examines an eerie resilience. Perhaps this is its ordinary state? Maybe. Try left. Yes, you want to try the left way. We're trying to go get a bonfire so that we can talk to a certain individual. And I guess Luca to your left. Oh, what is this guy's problem? Good jerk. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put on the stuff that I need. The Sanctum Shield. How fast is the cast speed? Pretty slow. Idol's Charm and the Witch Tree, which is pretty fast. So I can cast my magics. Ooh, that's kind of slow. Alright, now this guy coming up, we want to kill him. Ooh, killed him. Now we just roll this barrel down very, very gently. Oh. Whew, thank goodness. Now we can check out the rest of this area too. Ha! Nice. So now we get to meet our second blacksmith, because this game doesn't have nearly as a blacksmith as iconic as Andre. So what they try to do, they try to make it up by having two blacksmiths. Because, you know, Dark Souls 2, you gotta double everything, right? Two blacksmiths. Ignore the fact that Dark Souls 1 had like 3 blacksmiths. Or 4. 4 blacksmiths, damn. But let's be real. Yeah, there's only y'all only went to there's only one blacksmith people remember, and that's Andre, right? Right. Well, this is pretty much our closest thing to Andre. Look, he even got the hair like Andre.
Oh, why can't they all be this easy?
What? That's all you gotta say? Why?
We've got a wild one here. Shape up. Shape up, I say.
Shape up.
Oh, that's it, yes. That's the way. Dear flame, how brightly you burn. Flame, I smell flame upon you. I'm Macduff the blacksmith. All I want is a little flame. So, hand that ember to me. Right now, sale.
Sure, why not?
What a marvelous ember. You've got stones, I pray. Give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
Yeah, okay. So this guy, he pretty much infuse our weapons. This is the real reason why y'all come to this guy, is because we need infusions. I guess I should infuse this with magic too, right? I got a longsword of every type, lightning, dark. The fire, not so good, but the magic, that's pretty good too. Poison, not so much. You kind of, IP is kind of dying at the moment at 6 a.m. Damn, man. You think you can hold off till dying till like 8 a.m.? I kid. But thanks for showing up. The lightning infused Drake blood, great sword. You're doing your best. That's good enough. That's good enough. But yeah, Dark Souls 2. They said, hold on, it's Dark Souls 2. We can only have 2 blacksmiths. You know what I mean? Dark Souls 1 had 4 blacksmiths. Dark Souls 2 said, hold on, let's just do 2 blacksmiths. And they pretty much eased up a lot of things by making it so that you could just increase all your weapons just once. One had 4. Yeah, one did have 4. They had Andre, they had the giant blacksmith, they had Vamos, and they had the what's his name, the dude in New Londo, the guy who does enchanted and magic infusions. I forget his name exactly. Varick or something. Start with a V. No, wait, it was something of Vinheim, right? That was his name. Something of Vinheim. The name escapes me because that's how much people don't bother with the guy, right? Let's be real. Who really run over to that guy except to get the 100%, right?
Flame, dear flame, I give you my all, and you wavered and fought.
So this guy's got some serious autistic vibes going on with flames and blacksmithing. You know, he took, and unlike the other blacksmith, he's not hollow. Interesting.
Now he devises new fiery arts, but his
It's true, right?
Flame. And so we waver and falter.
This guy has made up a new religion, the flame religion.
The power of flame, power of the gods. In the end, it is all beyond our reach, and so flame allures us, and we attempt to harness its power. Flame, dear flame. Flame, dear flame, I give you my...
So, you know, as Cammy would say, Cammy said it best in Dark Souls 1 with Andre. You know, what's the lore with Andre? Well, he's a blacksmith, he hammers. Same thing with these blacksmiths. Macduff, what's the lore behind Macduff? Well, he's a blacksmith, he hammers. That's all it is really to it.
Fetch a new ember, flame. From the start of time, and even now, but and flame.
Flame, dear flame. That's how you get the craftsman hammer and twinkling titanite. Alright, let's go explore the rest of this place and the new game plus changes that occurred. These doggies, they drop human effigies. Not the dog he hit. Alright. Sacred Oath, because we're about to see. What's the lore on this Skelly Blacksmith in DS1? He might have been a noble. I'm dead. Great job, Pursuer. Honestly, y'all only won because it was 1v3. 1v3. But yeah, the lore on the Skelly guy and the Skelly Blacksmith in Dark Souls 1 is that he might have been a noble. Or he might have been like a king of some sorts. Because if you kill him, he drops a hat. Like a crown of royalty. Those guys were doing big damage. Yeah, I mean, we're in the hard mode of Dark Souls 2. And on top of being in the hard mode, it's a new game plus. So, you know. Ah! Honestly, in DS1, I only saw the two. Oh. Yeah, it's very plausible. I mean, it's very plausible to just see, like, Andre. I mean, it's very possible to never even meet the giant blacksmith, you know. I mean, only Andre is, like, really the only blacksmith you have to see. Because, like, the new Londo one is kind of fucking hidden. Like, let's be real. Who's out there like, oh man, the new Londo blacksmith is really hidden. It's no surprise that most people probably didn't see him. I mean, I'm sure most people never met the guy. Uh-oh, he's doing the super attack. Get behind him. Damn. I could have gotten even more souls. Why is this guy here? Well, he's the pursuer, right? What does he do? He pursues. like Andre and McDuff. What do they do? They pursue. McDuff, Andre, they're blacksmiths. They hammer. The pursuer, what does he do? He pursues. Why? Right. And in typical video game fashion, you know, players love when you fight a boss and then like two levels later they're just a regular enemy. Don't y'all love that? I know I do. What's this guy doing here? But yeah, Vamos, he might have been a king. You get a hat when you kill Vamos, the blacksmith. He drops like a little crown that says that Vamos may have been a king. He might have worked with a king or something. Who's to say? Well, Vamos can't because you killed him and he's dead. So Vamos ain't gonna tell you. You hate when they make Moss's enemies? I will only forgive if it fits, unlike Morgott and Elden Ring. So, oh, look, they said try attacking, but hit with one fell swoop. Uh-oh. Alluring Skull. Alluring Skull. So here we go. We got the Wanderer outfit. So that's why I'm the Wanderer now, because we found the Wanderer outfit in here, right? It makes sense, right? But so Morgott being in Elden Ring is, I think, kind of like into, basically, I think it's an example of the lore of a video game working to make itself like a game. Like they basically changed the lore of Elden Ring to fit the reality of game development. Which is when video games are hard and sometimes you gotta cut corners. So how do you cut corners? Well, you just reuse assets. And what's a lore way of making reuse assets? Oh, I know. Let's just make every person in the game secretly able to have like a duplicate of themselves. And that's the lore. That's the honest to God lore of Elden Ring. There's like so many characters in Elden Ring that are actually like the same but different. It's like poetry, as George Lucas says. It rhymes, right? But like the idea is that oh my god, there's a hole here that you can please see. I don't know if y'all can tell, but we'll see there's like a little crack in the wall, and obviously there's near some barrels, so you gotta blow it up. But you know, the truth is that like there's a couple of, wow, really. Is like Morgott, he reappears because apparently he can just reappear, and that, you know, he's actually two of them at the same time. Same thing with Radagon and Millennia, or America. I mean, America and Radagon are the same person. So, you know, oh, it goes on to the Beast Clergyman that you meet in Caelid and Malekith. So it all kind of repeats, you know. Look at this guy. I see this guy. This bum. He ain't not fooling me. Parrying dagger. So like there's multiple cases in Elden Ring where basically characters have the same, they're like two peas of the same soul, right? They're two pieces of the same soul. Radagon and Millennia, or America and Radagon, and the Beast Clergyman and Malekith. Morgott and Margit. Oh, there's an item here. Is it any good? So it's just like a big thing of Elden Ring. Moog and Moog. You know, Moog, the Omen, and then Moog, the proper Remembrance Moog, and then the Moog that's in Lindell. So it's all like a reoccurring thing. Shortcut ahead. Yep. Oh yeah, you know, why not get the Iron Maiden? Of course, let me think. I'm inside a giant Iron Maiden. Yeah, of course it's a shortcut. Why, that just makes sense, of course. Here we can open this. Then we can go up here and get a bonfire and meet our boss souls vendor. Oh, and oddly enough, in New Game Plus and only New Game Plus, this loot right here gets you the spell Resplendent Life. So you don't have to actually buy it. Resplendent Life. What exactly is Resplendent Life? A great miracle used to slowly restores a large amount of HP. Cleric Forcell of Lendet was a master of miracles who fought battles across the land. His allies called him a holy knight, but his enemies feared him for his demonic powers. Dang. But yeah, only in New Game Plus and proper New Game Plus can you find this spell over here. Try attacking. Oh. It's kind of random, but it's just like that, right? Alright, let's use a fragrant lower branch to open up this dude. Oh my god, it's time to meet Tramp. And let's light this bonfire too.
Still a bit stiff, I'm afraid. I must thank you, young traveler. I am Strayed, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me. Very good. Very good indeed.
Very good.
Cursed one, weak you may be, but I, Strayed, will teach you my spells.
And so here we can buy stuff from... Oh, apparently I got the Forlorn items from before. Forlorn, born of Alia's obsession with the first sin, the Forlorn lost both their corporal form and a world to call their own. Now they drift onto other worlds, in ever search of a home. But without self, one has neither beginning nor end, so only the Forlorn have the Wanderer. Yes, the guy on the cover of the game, the Forlorn. Alia's obsession with the first sin. Oh. And then the Ring of Knowledge, High Priest of Volgan. Ooh. The Lingering Dragon Crest, a ring that increases spell length, and everyone's favorite twinking item, the Agape Ring. A ring affixed with open vessels. The vessel insensibly absorbs souls in place of its wearer, who is left unaware of their collection. All things are rooted in souls, but what drives their thirst for them? Abstinence from this elixir may be the truest homage to an enduring self. So yes, this is basically to counter soul memory. And it was patched in because they realized soul memory was kind of a mistake. So then they put this in to kind of fix the solution, or fix the problem of soul memory by just making you not get souls anymore. And but honestly, it didn't really do anything. It just helped twinking even more, because now people who are like low level PvPers will buy this ring at like 39,000 soul memory. Just have their friends drop everything, and that way they can say the certain soul memory in invasions. It took them for like a whole year to patch this ring in. Like, this ring didn't exist in the base game for like a whole year. Like, until like I think like January. The game came out in like what, April? This ring was like in January. They were like, oh my god, soul memory was a mistake. Quick, how we fix it? Well, let's just give a ring where you don't get souls anymore. Really it. Fix it. Rather than try to create a whole new system like Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne eventually ended up doing with level matchmaking, weapon level matchmaking. I mean, Soul Memory was like kind of a, it was a bit of an overcorrection. A bit of an overcorrection. Like I was watching a stream of these players playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Well, one of them was. The other was their friend. And they had to get like the ring that increases the soul memory range for tier matchmaking that lets you like match with other players at a larger range. And they were kind of like bummed with it because like and one time I was like playing with another player on PlayStation and they're like, "Hey, can you co-op with me? I don't see your sign. What's going on?" It's like, "What's your soul memory?" And they're like, "What's soul memory?" I was like, "Damn, rip." But again, this guy lets you buy all their all the weapons, all the boss soul weapons. And honestly, I kind of already bought a lot of them in my first playthrough. The Flexile Sentry, cool weapon. The sentry crammed inmates of an overflowing bastille into a rickety ship and cast them out into the upper sea. The majority of them drowned or starved, but a few hardy survivors made land to the south and imparted their knowledge of sorcery to the people there. The Pursuer. Known as the mightiest of straight swords. Oh, okay. The Pursuer hunts down those branded by the curse, as each undead soul he claims will atone for his sins. And then what's another one? The Giant. King Vendrick disappeared as the war with the giants reached its ferocious peak, leaving his castle. Some swear upon hearing the news the queen's face remained as still as her portrait. So yeah, the lore between the last giant has really nothing to do with the last giant. It's just more about Vendrick. Flexile Sentry. And the gargoyles. The gargoyles are said to guard castles and forts from its ill fortune, but they have appeared in many forms of all the great lands throughout history. Some of them are so meticulously crafted that they look as if they may come to life. Ooh. And the Dragon Rider, a highly versatile sweep, demands great skills and thus serve to test the worthiness of those aspire to join the Dragon Riders. Yep. We'll keep coming back here later and later to talk about other boss weapons. And then, what's another one? Oh yeah, the Rune Sentinels. One of the sorceries devised by Strade, the great mage of ancient Olephis, fires thick, powerful soul arrows. Let's see. So it has nothing to do with the Rune Sentinel at all. Okay. Funny.
How long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me sooner? Drang Lake. I've never heard the name. Is that what they call this place now? Very good. Very good indeed.
Very good. Very good.
The cursed ones were imprisoned within this land. Of course, you came of your own free will. The people fear the cursed ones like a plague. Some people would rather keep dreadful things out of sight, out of mind. In the end, they swept them up and corralled them here. So very typical of meek minds, don't you think? Once people became aware of their own frailty, they seized anybody they found undesirable, cursed or no, and impounded them here. Whoever posed even the slightest threat was removed, all so that they could sleep better at night. They even turned the great straight into a stone. Many kingdoms rose and fell on this tract of earth. Mine was by no means the first. Anything that has a beginning also has an end. No flame, however brilliant, does not one day splutter and fade. But then, from the ashes, the flame reignites, and a new kingdom is born, sporting a new face.
Yes.
It is all a curse. And it is your cursed flesh that will inherit the flame. Pyromancy was created by the ancient witch of fire.
The ancient witch of fire.
She harnessed the power of flame and melded it into pyromancy. The witch led her daughters into war against the old ones. But legends are legends. What are you prepared to believe? Oh, how long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me? Drang Lake. I've never heard the name. Is that what they call this place now? Very good. Feeble, cursed one. Let's hope the magnificence of my spells does not deter you.
Love how he says feeble cursed one. Alright, so basically what do we learn from Strayed? Strayed that he's from a place called Olephis. A place that's so old that barely anyone knows about it. And that he's been petrified for a long time. A long time. Probably for like, well, apparently enough to have a new kingdom and everything. And you know, this game just kind of goes into this whole thing about how things behave in cycles, right? You know, there once was a kingdom, it fell. But hey, when a kingdom falls, a new kingdom arises, right? C'est la vie, as they say, the French, those French people say. And he tells you also about how he knows about the legends of the witch of pyromancy, the old witch from Dark Souls 1. The everyone's favorite ancient witch of chaos who would later become the bed of chaos, everyone's favorite boss. And her daughters too, like Chaos Witch Quelaag. And you know, I think honestly this is the best way this game could have gone when it came to a storyline. When you make a storyline about a game, a sequel for a game that wasn't really meant to have a sequel, you just make everything into the far future, and none of the stuff mattered in the first place. That's kind of what happened. And Strayed is just another byproduct of a future civilization, of a just pretty much went bye-bye, right? It's from the mage of ancient Olephis. Yeah. And apparently Olephis used to be where Drain Lake was. And, you know, where used to be Drain Lake? Probably where Firelink Shrine and Lordran used to be. It's all a bunch of kingdoms building on top of each other. And he says the greatest line in the game. But when I heard him the first time talking about that, that's when I realized that this whole game is about... Wow, that did half my health. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. That's when I realized this whole game is about nothing, about things repeating, things in cycles. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. when I played this game for the first time and I heard him talk about how things, you know, about how it used to be part of an old kingdom and about how kingdoms crumble, kingdoms rise. It's all the same. And I was like, damn, this game is actually kind of cool for that. Oh yeah, there's an illusionary wall here. And then, oh, the classic, well, what do we do about illusionary wall? Well, obviously you have an illusionary wall behind an illusionary wall. Don't y'all love that shit? Oh my god, it's the pursuer. What does he do? He pursues. Oh yeah, this dude over here. Oh yeah. There's one other thing I want to show off. Then we'll go fight the boss. I'll just go back to the bonfire up here. There's like a red phantom here that shows up only in New Game Plus. It's kind of funny that there's a dog, a red phantom here. Oh my god! I totally forgot since I got to the new bonfire. I totally forgot I rested at the bonfire. Whoops. Alright. Pointless ahead. Yeah, it is kind of pointless. But in New Game Plus, hidden path ahead. There is no hidden path here. There is a secret here. A fucking red dog. A New Game Plus red phantom dog that only shows up here. Whoa, so cool. And then it lets you go straight back to this part. Kind of cool. It kind of loops ahead. It's not quite pointless. But in New Game Plus, there's a dog there. And there's no dog in there in regular game. Whoa, I know, right? Wacky. They were wild for those New Game Plus changes. Alright, so let's go to the next bonfire. And again, this bonfire right here in Stray is kind of optional. A new player may not have found a... what's it called? Your branch. Oh, now we gotta go through here, and this guy's blocking the fog wall. This guy is not here in vanilla version. These guys. Apparently I brought out their aggro. But in vanilla version, there's just 3 of these archers up here. There's nothing blocking the fog wall. I don't know which one's better, which one's worse. Is it better? It sure is different though. I think I have enough to level up. Alright, we're gonna go back to Majula, level up real fast. I don't know which is worse. 3 archers up there? I guess instead of 3 archers, it's just 1 archer. Let's just go down. Alright, time to witness some real New Game Plus stuff. Let's light this torch. And you know, we'll have the dark on. So in New Game Plus, there's a lot of new enemies here. We got a whole Flexile Sentry and one of these malformed enemies. These guys show up in vanilla, they're in here, but they're not in Scholar. It's a Flexile Sentry. But in the New Game Plus, there's I guess what they did is that they made the New Game Plus version. Wow, holy shit, that's a lot of damage. These malformed monster guys, they show up here in the vanilla version. But in Scholar, they're replaced by a Flexile Sentry. But in New Game Plus, they put them there. Wow. That is a lot of damage. That's no joke. That's a lot of damage. Everything in New Game Plus does a lot of damage. Covenant of Champions on top of it. Common fruit. Oh. I almost fell to my death. Because of the elevator. Whoops. Wouldn't that be silly? I would have been one of those, these bloodstains. No, not that. What about this one? You know, there's always a couple bloodstains in these games where people die after they miss an elevator. I might honestly put down warmth. Damn, the tail combo got me. Oof. Now we gotta do a flex out sentry. But luckily, he's too big to come through here. Haha, joke's on him. Now classic abuse wall. Dang. Oh my god, there's another one. Jeez. Good night. Alright, take care, IP. Wow. Holy shit. That sucks. Alright. We're gonna try the other tactic. Damn, man. That hit me with the 3-hit combo. You saw that? The 3-hit combo. We're gonna do the opposite of all that shit, and we're just gonna run. We're just gonna run past everything. We're just gonna run past it all. Oof. We're just gonna run past it all. Cause golly, those that did a lot of damage. And the fact that there's 2 of them. So pretty. Right, it is pretty. We're just gonna run past it all. Good game design? No, bitch. This is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. You're getting jumped. Haha. Uh-oh. They ran fast, bro. He ran for me. Whew. Damn. Oh look, here's another. So apparently even in New Game Plus, there's a Red Phantom version of the explodey guys up in there. And also in New Game Plus, there's 2 of these jailers blocking the lights to this. Great machete. Smooth and silky stone. So then there's one over here, and then there's another red phantom here in New Game Plus. And we're going to use a flame butterfly to make this a little easier to see. It's the whole gimmick. You're supposed to see that and be like, oh yeah, well of course I'm supposed to light it up. I mean, I guess that's why they let you bring a bunch of torches. Alright. Let's buff up. And we're going to also use a bright bug. By ingesting bright bug just before death, the moment in which they grow most brightly, one attains great power for a short time. Used for a last resort who have lost their way. Yep, that's me. Let's do it. Oh my god, it's the Lost Sinner. So here's a New Game Plus change. These pyromancers that show up. Kind of annoying. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I'm getting double teamed by the pyromancers. Thankfully, the pyromancers don't have much health. But yeah, that's a New Game Plus change. These pyromancers. Okay. Now it's just the boss proper. Not too hard of a boss. Whew. Oh boy. Oof. Oof. That was close. Alright. Hooray for happiness. Alright, that's a good place to stop then. Whew. Jeez. I'm not good at this game. But at least we got 2 souls. So the 2 souls that we got. We got the soul of the lost sinner. The lost sinner eternally punishes herself for the sins of her past. What are her sins of her past? Well, is this fire go go bonfire go go boom? No, not yet. We also got a soul of the ineffable, the old witch soul. This one magnificent soul continues to exert influence over the land, even after the remains of eons have reduced it to its remnants. The old witch soul. Now, you may be wondering, who's a witch in this game? The soul of a witch. Why, bitch? It's the old witch soul from Dark Souls 1. The Chaos Witches. No flame. The primal bonfire. Yes, a primal bonfire. So, basically, by doing New Game Plus, you basically realize that, the Chaos Witch took over the soul and is basically the reincarnation of the Lost Sinner. And the Lost Sinner in her cutscene had a chaos bug go into its eye. So basically, the chaos bugs from Lost Islip went into its eye. The Lost Sinner is pretty much essentially Chaos Witch. You know, the old chaos pyromancy lady who led all her daughters, who tried to link the flame, create a fake fire, and create all the demons. She's punishing herself for her sins of her past. The sins of her past being trying to create an artificial fire. Duh. It all makes sense, right? That's what you'll see that a lot of these things are. You know, a lot of the enemies from the first game are basically reincarnated. It's kind of cool. We go back to the Farfire. I gotta get faster with these swaps. Alright, well.
You have acquired the soul of an old one. That is more than most undead can say.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Those who come to Dranglake seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice.
Yeah.
Perhaps he is a foreshadowing of your own future.
Not quite. Alright, you have enough to level up? Nah. Oh well. I can go eat some souls, probably. No, that's not even enough. Oh well. We'll get another one soon enough. Yeah. Thank you to all the bearers of the curse. Wait. Thank you to all the bearers of the curse. Make sure to tip your cabbie home back to the Lost Bastille. Tip your flexile sentry back to the Lost Bastille. Take care, y'all.